อ๋อเขาไม่อยู่ใช่ไหมให้ผมพาเข้าไลฟ์สดเลยใช่ไหมได้ผมขอลองไมค์ของผมอีกแบบนึงนะ
เทสเสียงครับฮัลโหลครับฮัลโหลครับนะครับคู่สุดท้ายของวันนี้ครับนาคาฮันเตอร์เจอกับฟูลิเฟียครับ
he needs a couple of his teammates to step up, and maybe that's going to be Green. Who knows? Maybe that's going to be Walker. But I go back to the Hunters, and I see that they always have decent spacing on the floor. Daniels is just a tenacious type of guard, fearless. Price, Norris, very, very athletic, and that's why I think the Hunters have a strong puncher's chance to get the win this evening. All right, moments away from our opening tip-off. Fully Feared taking on the Hunters. Fully Feared, as I always say when they play their sharp-looking unis. And as you can see right here, it's going to be a very quiet bench for them. We'll get you the starting lineups, but they're in the yellow and black. Primary player to watch. Seeing kind of the left bottom with the headband. That, of course, is Rock Johnson. Fully Feared has it, moving right to left. The Hunters in their white and green uniforms will set it for a moment. Norris couldn't corral it, number 1. Now it's Johnson. Fully Feared with a 3, and that's off the mark. Price, stop and pop. That doesn't fall. Catch and shoot. Peggy with him. So that's Daniels bringing up the floor. That's a good take to start things off. About a minute in, 2-0, Fully Feared. We want to first stop at your play. We'll kind of run through who's available, who's not. Price has it. And Daniels, number 4, he had some big shots last week. You see Naga taking in the drop off, and that's a good look for the Hunters. So it'll be Norris, Price, Daniels, Richardson, number 6, and Metellus McCready, who's a good player as well. For Fully Feared, Paggy, Johnson, Green, who's come on, Halea, Alongkran, Genrong, Grantro. And he'll round out 5, 3, count it. So 5-4 Hunters up by 1 early. So no Walker for Fully Feared. Daniels skip pass. You see, this is what we talked about. They can ill afford to give up those transitional buckets, those fast break opportunities off misses. They need to get back on defense. Even limited offensively, that Fully Feared is. And as we also talk about, knocking down your threes, and that's exactly what they're doing to start things off. That's Price, 18 points in that 78-60 win over Stuff Bison's, averaging 15, gets 3 there. Rock Johnson, stop and pop, foul line, count it. Rock Johnson, 24, clip. Daniels wants that matchup. Long skip. Price got caught up. See if they start to get Norris involved as well, number 1. He has the rock off the fortuitous bounce, and he draws a contact, but it looks like they're going to say end line turnover. Hunters, possession Fully Feared, 6:15 to go in this first quarter. Knotted up at 8 apiece. So they're missing big-time presence of no more Jordan Robinson. That's a nice 3. Confident stroke. Robinson was averaging 24 and 20. So next man up, as we like to say. Daniels has it. Daniels and Price in the backcourt. Lugala, another player to watch too. Good whip pass inside. Drawing the contact. Have an opportunity to go to the line is Richardson. So the backcourt of the Hunters, Price, Daniels, they can break down defenses. Norris can stretch the floor. And Richardson can bang. And remember, too, poor White, not sure yet if he's available, number 33. So it does not appear that poor White is available this evening. Hunters want to push. Daniels thought about it, puts it on the floor. Oh, behind the back. What a sweet pass. Count the bucket off the little dime by Daniels. Ugala converts. He goes to the line. Daniels, such a little pest as a point guard, and I say that with respect. Just so fearless. Draws the double. Little flick behind the back. Foul shots missed, tipped around, little fortuitous bounce. Ugala, why not? Pulls the trigger. That doesn't fall. Averaging 13 in the tourney. Nice stroke. Two players offensively that are going to have to kind of carry the burden. Daniel stutter step, another drop off. So 2 possessions. Number 4 finds number 5. But I mentioned Rock Johnson, and then I also think DeMonte Green, big time player. He's close to a double-double, but again, he's a player that if you need him down on the low block, can be there. Norris has it, wants to get out and push, knotted up at 13 apiece. 4:20 to go. Whip pass again inside, and they're starting to use the athleticism and their height to their advantage. 8 points in the paint in the first quarter. 15-13, Hunters up by 2. Loose ball, got him caught up, and then it's a turnover. Norris now, they've got numbers that they can get out. Almost gives it right back up. .342 to go in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor. The Hunters up 15-13. So you can see right away that they're not intimidated at all. Daniels, to me, is going to be the X factor along with Price. You get these guards breaking down this defense, and defensively, you can score on fully feared. You can get the ball on the low block, whether it's going to be Ugala, whether it'll be Richardson and/or Norris, who can flash. He had the game-high 24 in that nice win over the Stuffed Bisons. They did an excellent job late from the charity stripe, 13 of 16 from the line. And if you're fully feared, look, we know they're 5-0, but again, with no Jordan Robinson, not to belabor the point, they are a beatable team. And the fact that they don't have a bench tonight, that's going to be an issue. Daniels directing traffic. Price flashed. Daniels for 3, off the mark, front end of the iron. Fully feared now. They're going to get out. Oh, counted. They're going to get continuation. Oh, that's a clean take to the bucket. Strong take. Archalhala, averaging 10 and 3. Step to the line, see if he can knock down this free throw, convert to three-point play. 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Can't convert. We're knotted up to 15 apiece. Uncontested three. Clean look. Tipped around. Some numbers again for Fully Feared. If they want to push again, coming back. Left hand glides in. Nice bucket. So players that have to step up. Fully Feared this evening. Daniels, explosive. Picked up the dribble. Got caught up in a precarious spot. Johnson forces the turnover. Excellent job by Rock Johnson. A little lapse right there by the Hunters. Johnson skips it, swings it. Hala. Now they'll push it one more time. Back over to Johnson. Puts it on the floor. Step back three. Rock Johnson. That doesn't fall. Norris has it. Over the Price. Back over to Norris. Foul line extended. Can't knock that one home. 17-15. Fully Feared up by 2. 2:13 to go in the first. Little stagger. Step back three. The sun and both teams a little cold over the last minute plus. Daniels now surveying. Over to Price. Just a very easy rebound right there for Richardson. No one contested him or boxed out. In line for Price. Or the Richardson. You got Daniels and Richardson in the same spot. Richardson picks up the dribble over to Daniels. 1:23 to go in the first. Oh, yeah, Norris wide open, didn't see him. Step back, there you go, cutting to the basket. A little more decisive right there, made it a little more harder than it had to be, but you saw Norris just, again, create a little space and go right to the tin, not up to 17 apiece, under a minute to go. Rock Johnson stopped and popped. Through the contact, won't get the call. Back the other end, little Euro step. Missed bunnies and opportunities. Daniels for three. Well, right now you're seeing a lot of one-on-one ISO ball. Hunters have the opportunity because they've got extra bodies on that bench. They can utilize the bench a little more with Louet, number 23. He's probably going to get some minutes this afternoon. Alongo Lugala is another player to watch. Gives you that high energy, averaging a double-double, 13 and 11. Splitting the defense, and Rock Johnson met him with a long heave. First quarter comes to a close, and as we suspected, competitive first quarter. We gave you the path to victory for the Hunters, and they trail right now by 1, 18-17. Norris with 2, Price with 3, Daniels with 3, Richardson with 5. He's actually coming in this contest averaging 2 and 6 rebounds. So he's got 5 points at 4 rebounds, 16 total for the Hunters. 3 of 11 from beyond the arc, just 1 and 3 from the line. they need to put the ball on the floor and get to the line. They don't have to settle for so many outside jump shots. Had a 5-0 spurt. Their biggest lead was 2. For Fully Feared, Haggy number 4 with 5. Johnson with 2, 1 of 5 from the floor. Green, 7 points efficient, 3 of 6. Hala with 4. They've done a good job not turning the basketball over, just 1. Hunters have 5 turnovers. Biggest run was a 5-0 spurt. Biggest lead is 4. And they lead it right now by 1 as we get set for the second quarter, 18-17. And this game thus far, I think, has played right into the Hunters' hands. They just need to be cautious with the basketball, not careless. You don't have to worry too much about the ISO, the hero balls, we like to say. And you know, sometimes you want that ball to hit everyone's hand, right? The touches, the touches, the touches. And when they start doing that, their offense flows a lot more. That's a tough hoop in traffic. Daniels dropped it off to Gallo, kicks it back to Daniels. Johnson now wants to get out and run down the boulevard. Rock Johnson can't get it to fall. The 5-footer, that doesn't drop. Neither team can find the ocean right now. Daniel, see if he slows it down a little bit. Little stutter stagger step. Picks up the dribble. And just back to back to back bad possessions. Johnson cherry picking. And that doesn't, I mean, unbelievable. This is just a bad brand of basketball we're watching right now, a minute into the second quarter. I mean, the film doesn't lie. It's just not good. Both these teams need to settle down. Price checks back in. Daniels will get a breather. You see, that's the hero ball we talked about. 104, 105. Johnson with the dunk. And that's all created because, again, opposite end, Hunters push the basketball. It stayed in one hand, and then it's a shot. And now you get the turnover. You got a tie up right there. Sun Devils won earlier this afternoon, 86-68 over the Stuffed Bisons. Another triple-double for Mark Blair for the Titans, 113-57 all over CNX. And right now, 22-17, Fully Feared looking to get to 6-0. And I really think it's just more of what the Hunters are not doing. I mean, they're not playing sound basketball. A lot of ISO, too much hero ball, some really poor shot selections. If they just play team basketball and make that extra pass, crash the boards. Smart with the basketball, good, decent shot selection. This game's going to be right there for him to steal and win. Trying to get some clarity, miscommunication. Fully feared ball. Allah. Quick release. Did not even hesitate. 25-team largest lead of the afternoon. 25-17. 8-point cushion. Daniels swings it. Catch and shoot off the mark. Rock Johnson skies for the rebound. Philly Fair moving right to left. Yellow and black unis. Oh, contested shot. This is their brand of basketball now. Getting some, spacing on the floor, rebounding. Last couple possessions. Now up by 10. And if you're the Hunters, you need to settle down and get a basket here and start playing a little more perimeter defense. Long skip, back over to Daniels. He'll swing it one more time. Last pass, step back three. Count it. Good ball movement. Excellent brand of basketball right there. Trading to Telus with a 3-ball, averaging 11 in this tournament. And then back the other end. Here come Fully Feared. I mean, back and forth we go. Lead 6, 29-20. Price off the mark. Little loose change. Daniels thought about the 3. Whip pass inside. Trying to draw the contact. And Richardson draws it. Doesn't get the call. Stolen away. Richardson has it. 3-on-1. Daniels flips around. 3-ball. Richardson again. Hustling. Johnny on the spot. Draws the contact and counted. Just working harder than anyone else. Garrett Richardson comes into this one averaging just 2.3 points, already has 7, looking for his 8th. Can't convert. 29-24. Trying to draw the double, puts it on the floor. He'll skip it and swing it, looking for the 3-ball. Gotta get going. Oh, that's a travel. They missed that one. All right, they got it. Pardon me, I jumped the gun. (29-24), 5-point lead for Fully Feared. Under 5 to go in the second quarter. They're moving. Defensively, yellow and black unis. Daniel slithers down the lane with the drop-off. And I don't know if Richardson was expecting it. And Norris is the one that picks up the cheapy foul there. And that was a good look. Excellent defense by the Hunters. Very good defense right there. That's a good defensive possession. Gallo, extra pass, 3, in and out. Good rebound though. Nobody boxed out. Richardson making his presence felt. 29-26, under 4 to play in the second quarter. And they'll settle for those step-back threes. Daniels with the trailer. Oh, stolen away. Excellent job. Read it perfectly. Tough shot, follow up. Oh, they missed them both. Here's the extra pass. Little hesitation right there. And another strong rebound. Norris goes up, can't convert, but second chance opportunities are right there for the Hunters. An opportunity to trim this to 1, trailing 29-26. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Fully feared up by 1, 29-28. Look out. Strong move right to the rack. Daniels just needs a little bit of daylight. The minion of guard going among the trees, 31-30. Johnson's been quiet. Got caught up. Indecisive, wants the ball back. Naga him a little more, stolen away by the Hunters with numbers. Good drop off and a lay-in, count the bucket, and they regain the lead, 32-31. Johnson now contested, trying to get his own rebound, getting pretty frustrated. You can see the frustration starting to settle in for Rock Johnson. His shot's not falling. He's starting to get frustrated. Timeout on the floor. Buck 46 to go in the second quarter. 32-31 Hunters over Fully Feared. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. Don't forget, as always, get social with us on IG at WARRIORS Thailand, Warriors Thailand. You can check us out on the YouTube channel. Like what you're doing right now. Like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, after the tournament, we still have a couple of other events coming up. 3-on-3, 5-on-5. So we ripped through already. This Saturday afternoon, Howard got the win over New Force. Sun Devils over the Stuffed Bisons. Thailand Titans over CNX. We've got the Hunters and Fully Feared. Sunday afternoon, begin at 1 o'clock. Stuffed Bisons and the Howard Hoops will start us off. And the marquee game will be Fully Feared against the Thailand Titans. And that's 2:30 p.m. tip-off. And defensively, this game favors right now. Oh, stolen away, 2-on-1. Really can see the frustration on the faces of some of these Fully Feared players. I mean, the Hunters being a little more tenacious, physical, banging around a little bit, and Fully Feared looking around trying to get that call. They got to play through that whistle. Lack of depth is hurting them right now. They trail 34-31. Oh, what a spin move. You got to be kidding me. A spin move and a dandy. Fidel Norris. Oh, my goodness. That'd be the highlight of the first half. Oh, pirouette. A little stop and pop the other end. Here, trailing by 36-33, under a minute to go. Fidel Norris, what a move. Game high 24 last week, averaging 21. Lugala off balance. Can't get that to drop. 3 can tie it. See if Rock Johnson flashes out for a moment, just as I suspect he does, trying to create slithers right down the boulevard. Rock Johnson. Oh, that's a gorgeous move from the headband. Number 5, averaging a solid 24 in the tournament. Trying to pick up the slack. 36-35. Hunters up by 1. Daniels with the rock late in the second quarter. Over to Price. Catch and shoot. Bang! Tyreek Price got it. It's a 3 ball for number 3. I mentioned 18 points last weekend, averaging 15 in the tourney. And a big 3 right there. Lead 6 at 4. 39-35. Hunters playing for the last shot. Got to get going. Banging around. Kick out. Long 3. Count that one. Haggy with a 3. Phonetical pace at the break. 39-38. The Hunters up by 1. Goodness, what a half play. Norris with 8, Price with 8, Daniels with 5, Richardson with 9. Coming in, averaging just 2. Oh, by the way, Lugala 4, but doing some damage on the glass. 9 rebounds, 8 on the defensive end. And for fully feared, Haggy with a team high 13, 6 of 13, 6 rebounds. Johnson 6 points, but we know he's going to heat up in that second half. Green, solid as always. 7 points, 4 rebounds, and a couple of assists. Hala, 9 points, giving him good quality minutes, close to 18. Neither team shot particularly well. They combined 7 of 33 from beyond the arc. And neither team has really gotten to the line. Hunters have gotten to the line 6 times, 3 of 6. Fully feared, 1 of 3. Biggest lead, fully feared BC led it by 10. Biggest run, 10-0 spurt. 0, obviously bench points for fully feared. Fast break points, 11, just 4 for the Hunters. But the difference in this game thus far is second chance points, 13 for the Hunters. Hence, they lead it by 1, 39-38. Take a look at some of the highlights from the first half of play. Also gives us a moment not only to catch our breath, but thank our sponsors. Fata Sport socks, compression sportswear, and sport equipment for basketball and runners. Check them out online. Margarita Storm, your go-to for Tex-Mex, grab food, open 24 hours. Monkey Mouse Club. You know the players sweat a lot. Pocari. It's a healthy drink, rehydration drink. Trust me, I need it when I'm on the air. Hunters up by 1, 39-38. Fourth and final game on this Saturday afternoon, creeping into the Saturday evening in Thailand. And if you're joining us from the States, East Coast time, 6:06 a.m., which means during the break, a little fresh cup of coffee for myself. We'll be back for the second half of action between the Hunters and Fully Feared. Hunters up by 1, 39-38. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. Welcome back, everyone, as we get set for the third quarter. Hunters lead fully feared 39-38. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. 10th edition of this famed and historic tournament. Rich Quinones calling all the action. Hopefully you're enjoying the telecast as much as we are bringing it to you. Hunters moving right to left in their white unis. Norris has it. Him and Daniels in the backcourt. Little whip pass back over to Daniels, top of the key. He has no hesitation. He'll pull the trigger. And off the air ball, a little cleanup by the Hunters. 41-38. Fully feared, they are 5-0, and they are in for a little bit of a dogfight right now. Very thin coming into this one. Rock Johnson catch and shoot off the mark. Richardson was thinking about the long outlet. They're going to slow it down a little bit. Over to Price. 3. Got it. Tyrese Price. Going back the other end. Rock Johnson caught in corner. High archer. Count that one. Back to back. 3s respectively. The Hunters and now Fully Feared, who trail by 3. 44-41. Daniels over the Price. Back over to Daniels. Inside, wow. Looking inside to Richardson, trying to use that body and frame. Might have got away with a travel. But Lugala decided, let me fire off and get him the rock quickly. Richardson goes to the line for 2. All they can do is just grab that right arm. Four-point lead for the Hunters. In trouble. Off the glass. That is an absolutely tough shot in traffic and contested, but it dropped. Can't ask for better defense. Coming back the other end, and a 3. Well, if the 3 starts falling for the Hunters, it's going to create some matchup problems. And how about this? Pretty red-hot start to the third quarter for both these teams. Daniels now looking for the screen. Price pulls the trigger. Why not? Off the mark. Tries to hustle and get his own rebound. Tipped out of bounds, and I think it will stay with the Hunters. Leading this one by 2. Fully Feared goes on and they win this one. They'll sit at 6-0. They clash tomorrow against the Titans, who had a big win tonight over CNX. That might be a championship preview. Daniels now wants it. They pull out, see if they double him. Swing it one more time. Thought about the 3, pulls the trigger, and rattles around. I believe that might have been Norris. Indoor Price, I'll double check. Rock Johnson doubled. Along. Got to get rid of it. 3 coming back. Oh, Rock Johnson skied for the rebound out of nowhere and tap dance along the baseline. And they got it back. Excellent job, but defensively weak side help. Hunters got 3-on-1 and an opportunity. Good drop off. And a lay-in with the right hand is Price. And all of a sudden the lead is up to 7. Much needed basket for BC, 53-48. Lugala, entry pass to Richardson, tries to corral it. Oh, nice look. Whips it in. Making that extra pass. Hunter's starting to play with a little more confidence now, 54-48, trying to force the issue. Defensively, they'll settle for that shot, trying to stretch their lead. Price slithers down the boulevard with the right hand, can't convert, but the follow through is Norris. to Del Norris. No one boxed him out, and that's an easy lay-in, 57-48. Euro step, nice dish. Through the double team, found Hala for the lay-in. Back and forth we go, 57-50. Got to take a breath. 5:36 to go in this third quarter. Daniels, skip it. There's the extra pass one more time. Naga can't convert off the potential assist from Norris. Hala down the boulevard, off the glass, count the bucket. They're going to count in continuation. Creeping into double digits. Knocks it home. Averaging 10 and 6. So it's a 5-point lead right now for the Hunters. 5:17 to go in this third. If you're just joining us, fourth and final game on this Saturday evening, Warriors in Thailand 2026. Starting to get a little tight in the standings. Count that 3. And the Hunters pushing Fully Feared right now, up 7, 60-53. Fully Feared with a thin roster. Daniels catch and shoot. Count it! Gerald Daniels. Largest lead of the evening for the Hunters, 63-53. Fully Feared wants to talk about it. 4:33 to go in the third. We'll step aside. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. 4:32 to go in the third. Hunters up by 10. Contested shot. Daniels all over. Nice outlet pass. And Lugalo was fouled going to the basket. Start to see now, and I thought they would at this point, start to press a little bit and trap. Hunters did a good job of breaking it. Almost made him pay with the 3. I think Price was barking a little more for it. Norris had a clean look though. You got to have confidence in him to pull the trigger there. 65-55, under 3.5 to play in this third. Oh, big step and a jump. Oh my goodness. That is a big boy bucket right there. You saw the big jump and then step in. A little reverse with the spin off the glass. This team is so athletic even when they're thin. Nice defense. Fully Feared now with a little momentum. They want to get out. Oh, the touch pass was there. Johnson knows he throws it away, and they had a good opportunity for a quick 2. Hala was breaking to try to slice and get that deficit down to 6, but it sits at 65, 57, 2:55 to go in the third. Daniels walks it up the floor. Price has it. See if they go back inside to Norris. Back out to Daniels. Looking for that entry pass. Richardson now. Off balance 3. Not the shot they wanted. And they turn it over. And now Philly Field has an opportunity. Spin move once again, and a just fantastic soft lay-in off the athleticism of Philly Field. Down 12 in this one. They've sliced it to 6. 6-0 run, 2:12 to go in the third. Naga back out to Daniels. Price flashing. Daniels swings it to Price. Catch and shoot 3. Off the mark. Big rebound back over. Coffin corner 3. Second time doesn't fall. Another boxed out. Naga, though, averaging a double-double. Gets it to drop. Back up to 7. $1.50 to go in the third. Oh, double, triple, and still finds a way to get the shot off. Oh, rejected, coming back by Rock Johnson. They're going to go goaltending, though. Count the bucket. So they got it down to 6, back up to 10. $1.29 to go. Johnson comes out for a much-needed breather. Pardon me, Johnson's still in the game. We've seen that Reggie Miller kick. How many times? We saw it 2 games ago. We certainly saw it in the Sun Devils game, but Johnson drew the contact. He'll go to the line for 3. So that's a big opportunity right now. We might want to bookmark this one. 10-point deficit with $1.16 to go. Rock Johnson steps in line for 3 free throws. So if you see a fresh body in a moment for Philly Field, number 77, Allen. So again, they are very thin when it comes to depth. Guys are logging a lot of minutes. Aggie, Johnson, Green, Hala. Over 28 minutes. So Johnson goes to the line for the first of 3. This is a big moment in this game. Cut it to 7, get a stop. You know, you start to put a little more pressure on the Hunters. Got an opportunity. Obviously, 3 from the charity stripe. First 3 from the charity stripe this evening for Johnson, who's been very quiet. 4 of 12. He struggled from the floor. 3 of 7. 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. But obviously, that attempt drew the contact. Timeout on the floor. $1.16 to go in this third quarter. Hunters up 69-59. So just while we have a moment, as far as personal fouls, Hala has 4 for fully feared. They've dressed 7. As I mentioned, number 77 will be Allen. So they're extremely thin, and they can ill afford to lose a player to fouls. Still trying to sort out. A lot of conversation going on right now at the table. It's a 10-point lead for the Hunters, 69-59. Fully feared comes into this afternoon's action undefeated at 5-0. The Hunters sit at 3-2. They would love to not only tag here with their first loss, but move to 4-2 and pick up 2 points. Seems to be just getting clarity on the addition to the roster for fully feared. Number 77, who you see right on the bottom right of our screen. So I know you have to hand in rosters prior too, so maybe there's a little bit of a discrepancy, but we'll see if they work through it. $1.16 to go in this third. Hunters up by 10, 69-59. All right, so we've sorted everything out. Rock Johnson to the line for 3. And you just got to wonder, that was a pretty long lull in between action right there. Johnson knocks down the first. He was fouled on the 3-point shot. First of 3, trying to slice into this deficit. Second is good. 2 of 3 for Rock Johnson. late in the third quarter. So we kind of bookmarked that play. Daniels swings it back over. Long three. Got lucky with the back tap and then skips it back out for a three coming back again. That doesn't drop. But back-to-back three-point attempts, they don't fall to the Hunters. They still lead it by 8, 69-61. Fully feared. Call that one. Looks like it's going to go back the other way. So offensive foul, fully feared. So they had an opportunity again to just cash in and slice in this deficit. And they turn it over. Nice shot in rotation, catch and shoot. I don't know if they're going to call that a three or not, but they tell us with a clean look, and they are ruling it a three. 72-61. Fully feared to hang for the last shot, and Daniels would just submit and allow the layup. 72-63. Got to get going. That doesn't fall. So 3 quarters in the books. Hunters lead at 72-63. We mentioned in the onset, hang around, be a little more judicious with the basketball, better shot selection. Don't allow fully feared to get out and run. And they've kind of locked in, I would say 2 out of 3. Some of the shot selections, some of the shots have been poor shot selection. It hasn't hurt them. They have the lead. They are up 9 after 3 quarters. So 72-63 as we get set for the 4th quarter. Let me give you some stats. Right now, Norris with 15, Price with 18, Richardson with 12 and 7 for the Hunters. For fully feared, Haggy with a game high, team high 23, Johnson with 11, and Hala with 14. So we got 10 minutes to play, and fully feared's got a little work to do. Now, obviously, a 9-point deficit is not a large deficit to overcome, but the way this game's kind of falling into place, and again, you don't want to belabor the point, but no Jordan Robinson, you're losing about 25 points. Johnson with a long three, high arcing, nothing but nylon. And if you need a bucket, you can count on number 5. He's been way too quiet this game to not get some opportunities. 72-66, thought about going for the steal there. Norris in traffic, and that's tipped around, and it goes right back to fully feared, off the miss, and a jailbreak opportunity. Johnson, drop-off pass, contested again, opportunities. They want to get out and run 3-on-1 for the Hunters. Daniels thought about the 3. Good drop off. Norris got fouled. Well, they're going to say the ball went out of bounds, but the extra pass was made, and that's what you're looking for. So it'll be end line Hunters ball up 6. Price now with Johnson on him. Swings it to Daniels for 3. Nothing but net. JD, we saw some big threes from him late last weekend. 75-66. Oh, up and down or travel. Yeah, good defense again by the Hunters. They realize how important this game is right now to get to 4-2, get that 10th point. Daniels trying to shake and bake, create a little space. Just a little bit with that left hand. Might have gotten away with it. Under 8 to play. Fully feared now. Trying to slice in his deficit. 75-66. Uncontested 3. That drops home. That's too easy of a look. Aggie with a 3. He's having himself an afternoon. Daniels wants to slow it down a little bit as we're fast approaching the 7-minute mark of the fourth. Little shake and bake behind the back, looking for the screen from Norris, looking for the ISO, the matchup. Got caught up, skip pass, 3. That drops home. Good ball movement created by the point guard Daniels. That's a big 3 under 7 to play in the fourth. That's an off-balance shot that drops home. Norris now. Right down the boulevard. That right hand was cocked back, looking to slam it home. And bodies were banging. He goes to the line. 6.5 to go. Hunter's up by 7, 78-71. Chance to push it to 9. I mentioned Daniels with the 14 points. What's more impressive? The 11 assists. Got to knock down those free throws. They get an opportunity because Hala could not grab the rebound. 6:29 to go. Get a fresh body in there. And right away they tried to go for the inbounder. Price now with the left hand, uncontested, just blew by his defender, Tyreek Price. It's a 10-point lead. Little breathing room right now, but Rock Johnson, number 5, he's capable of lighting it up or just pulling the trigger. Contact drawn. Really good player. 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I know he's been quiet this evening, trying to pick up the slack and doing his best. Haggy also doing a heck of a job with a team high, game high, 25 thus far. With under 6 to play in this fourth, Johnson knocks it down. 81-73. Hunter's up by 8 and moving right to left in the white and green uniforms. Regala, the ball handler, gives it up to Price right now. Skips it. We're going to get a call on the floor. Metellus, very decisive, put it on the floor. So Daniels probably getting a little bit of a breather. I suspect he'll come back in right around the 3-minute mark, maybe sooner. We want another primary ball handler on the well. As I say that and I speak, Daniels checks back into the game. Now they have their guard heavy, nice bounce pass inside, little ball fake and a doozy, dandy, wow. Regala, 6 feet out. But you've got your primary ball handlers, Daniels and Price, and then you've got Norris that can also create, but can also stretch the floor defensively. Ooh, almost got the block too. Daniels splits to defense, bounce pass in traffic. Oh, they can't get it to fall. Regala, that would have been a big bucket to get them back up to 10, and instead, opportunity to slice it down. Hala, reverse right hand. Hunters might want to call timeout here. 83-77, 4:32 to go. Let him play through. Daniels got caught up in traffic. Almost turned it over. They just got it back. Price, skip pass. Wow. That could have been absolutely disastrous. Back up to 8. Fast approaching the 4-minute mark in the fourth. Hunters lead it. They are trying to tag fully feared with their first loss of the tourney. A little housekeeping on the floor and timeout on the floor with exactly 4 to go. So if you're a fully feared fan, this might be Rock Johnson time. And Haggie's had a really nice game. 3.5 to go. Fully feared, got to get going. Contested shot, doesn't fall. Price has it. If he slows it down, Johnson lays off. Price gets it across the timeline. Drops off, and they just don't get back on defense. Oh, rejected go. Coming back the other end, they do weak side help for here. Little last gas, 3:12 to go. That doesn't fall. Little loose change. Hunters have it, almost lost it. Getting sloppy right now. Bodies crashing on the floor, 3-on-1. Off balance shot, and that drops. 85-79. 2:49 to go. Price got the bounce. So he was so big in that win against the Stuff Bisons, 18 points and an 18-point win. And coming back the other end, maybe a rush three-pointer. They don't foul. Good look. And right off the glass, Metellus. Contact, counted, he goes to the line, and that was a huge swing. Had an opportunity to cut the lead to 8. It's back up to 10 with a chance to push to 11. Convert. Really Fear's got to get going. Down 10. Doesn't fall. Aggie. Wide open. I'm not sure what Lugalo was thinking. He wanted to get it over the Price, but he should have went right up top. By the way, while we have a moment, Titans won again all over CNX earlier this evening. Mark Blair making a case for MVP of the tournament with a triple-double. Howard got the win to move to 3-3 over Newforce. And then we saw the Sun Devils pull away from the Stuff Bisons. And right now, Philly Fear's in trouble. Down 10 with a $1.50 to go. The glass finally drops Garrett Richardson. A bucket here would be an absolute dagger. Daniels absolutely being harassed. Love the defensive effort. So a minute to go. Hunters step to the line. This is where they have an opportunity to ice the game. Green got tagged with a personal foul. Knocks down the second, 93-79. So it's got to be a last gasp right here. That just might about do it. Long outlet, dangerous pass. Norris tried to hustle it back over to fully feared, but it might be a little too late. 3, that doesn't even come remotely close. It's an air ball, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up under a minute to go. $93.79. Daniels has it over the price. And they're pretty much content, fully feared is, with pretty much the Matador defense. And right now they pretty much understand that this is a lost cause. So they're going to suffer their first loss of the tournament. That's a big win by the Hunters, who will move to 4-2. Fully feared drops to 5-1, and it also sets the stage for an interesting matchup tomorrow against the Titans. And they're content with just playing out the clock. So with the loss, fully feared has 1 point. That makes 11. The Titans got the win. They have 11 points. So now you got the 2 best teams in the tourney that'll be matched up on Sunday. Big win for the Hunters. They will grab 2 points to get to 10. So as it stands right now, Titans, fully feared, clash for that top seed. Top 4 get in. And we'll see how it plays off on Sunday. Final once again, Hunters 97, fully feared 79. Quick run at stats as we wrap it up. Norris with 18. Price with 24 game high. Excellent effort, Daniels, 16, 11 rebounds. 11 assists. A couple steals. For fully feared, they were undermanned. Haggy 29, Johnson with 16, Green with 12. For the entire Warriors Thailand crew, as always, I'm Rich Quinones. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. The final again, Hunters over fully feared, 97-79. 4 coming up on Sunday afternoon, Thailand time. As always, don't forget to follow us on social media, and we'll see you next time courtside. Good evening, everyone. Have a great night.